What's up, everybody? Eric here with driverlineup.com, self-proclaimed world's okayest steering wheel holder. As your host, this video is going in the Building a Private Fleet or DL Fleet playlist. I got a couple videos in there. This playlist is going to be covering all my experiences and my journey. Jen and I, our journey in building a private fleet, running freight for Prime Inc. So that's where this one's going to go. And it's just a quick thing that I learned. Thank you to my good friend Million Mile Man. Willie over Million Mile Man is his YouTube channel. I'm going to link to it down below. Make sure you click on over. He has a wealth of experience. I look up to him. I've learned so much from him. And he's got an amazing YouTube channel, so check him out, Million Mile Man. So he messaged us yesterday, and I was like, hey, I got something you're going to want to know that I'm just now learning, because he and his brother, Jarvis, run a private fleet. I believe they have 4 trucks right now. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's 4 trucks with possibly a 5th one on the way. So he's kind of learning his way through it too, and he's sharing experiences and sharing information with me, and I'll be doing the same with him as I learn and experience this building a private fleet of Prime Inc. So I called him up as soon as he sent that text message over yesterday, and he was like, dude, here's one of the things you need to put under the things they don't tell you when you buy multiple trucks and run multiple trucks under Prime Inc.'s authority. And he had to learn something the hard way, which fortunately, because he told me, I don't really have to learn the hard way. I may still have to experience it, but it won't be a surprise to me. Sorry, my phone's moving. I don't have my phone holder in the truck yet. But because of him learning it the hard way, I won't have to experience it as a surprise. I'll probably still have to experience it. But anyway, food for thought for you guys. If you're thinking about running multiple trucks the way we are at Prime Inc., you're going to assume probably, because it would be natural to assume, that all of your trucks are kind of, even though they're all running under your business or your LLC or your C Corp or whatever, S Corp, however you got your business structured, you still think that each truck number is its own sort of almost like a counting funnel. Maybe I'm not using the right word, but you know, you kind of imagine or assume that each truck is its own little accounting pool. You know, they're all going to show on your settlement. You can see in the app when you have multiple trucks, you can see all those trucks. You can see what loads are dispatched to them, what loads are proposed to them. You can see the driver that's on that truck. You can see that driver's hours, their hours of service. So you would think that what that truck is going through financially kind of gets categorized or kept with each individual truck. So in other words, I'm going to have a second truck here in a few weeks, and the assumption is that if that truck goes in the hole, you know, say $1,000 or $1,500 for whatever reason, maybe it's in the shop, maybe the driver's on home time, whatever, then that truck will just crawl itself out of the hole over the next week or two, right? And it would show in your settlements that truck is in the hole and has a negative balance. Just like it does if you have one truck, your own truck, right? It's going to show if you go in the hole, it's going to show you with a negative, you know, that you're in the hole. It's going to show you negative. So you owe that money. So you got to go run and make up that money. So you would assume that if you've got multiple trucks and one of those trucks goes in the hole, but it's not the one you're driving, then in your settlements, it's going to show that truck is in the hole. But that's not the way it works. And Million Mile Man Willie found this out the hard way, and I'm so glad he told me. When one of your trucks goes in the hole, Prime's going to take it out of your other truck, or any truck, or all the trucks. You don't get to just climb that truck, or let that truck climb out of its own hole a week or two later. It's coming out this week, right now. So, hard lesson to learn, because if you've got bills or whatever it is that you think that you're going to pay, your truck may have run really well. Like the truck I'm sitting in, maybe my truck runs really well, but maybe the truck Brad's going to be driving next month has to go into the shop for a week and it goes in the hole. Well, that negative balance is coming out of the money that this truck that I'm sitting in made. So I may not get a check. Even though I ran this truck very profitably, I may not get a check because this truck is going to pay for that truck's negative balance. So that was an interesting thing to learn. And the whole point of this playlist on building a private fleet at Prime Inc. is to learn these things myself and share them with all of you as I learn them, so that you can all have this information, because I couldn't find a lot of information, and a lot of the drivers that have private fleets don't talk about it. So it's been my a big objective of mine to not only look before I leap and learn as much as possible, but as I'm learning things and as I'm discovering things and these little tripwires, make sure that I share them with all of you, so that you know this is not as easy as some think. Someone just talked to me. I was in a company store. I had to get window wipes to clean my mirrors, because the mirrors on his truck were absolutely filthy, because I'm getting ready to drive it home and I need to be able to see. So anyway, I went in there and get some things, and someone walked up to me in a company store and was talking to me. He said, I'm thinking about doing the same. And I wasn't trying to be harsh or dissuade this individual from doing this. I was like, well, hold on, keep in mind, this individual had it in his head that you're gonna go out there and make an extra $3,000 or $4,000 a month for each truck that you're running in your fleet while you're paying for the truck. That is not likely to happen, you guys. It is very expensive to run these trucks and to make sure these drivers are paid and happy, well compensated, fairly compensated, and to make sure that you're covering all the costs associated with it, and make sure you're covering your truck payments and all your permits and your insurance. You're not under Prime's insurance anymore. Prime's self-insurance that you would be under a standard lease or a company driver. You now pay for third-party tractor insurance, which is about $430, $440 a month or something like that. It's a good deal, I think. It's better than what you would see most out there on the market. But you got to pay for that for every truck. All those costs, they just rack up. You're just not, until that truck is paid for, it's not going to be extremely profitable on a monthly basis. And then you have little things like what I'm telling you right now. Your trucks are all in a financial pool, if you will. So it's all your account, your account can't go. Your account isn't going to go in the hole, because there's other trucks in that account that are generating revenue and profit. So instead of one truck going in the hole, profit and net's just going to be pulled from another truck to get that one out of the hole. So you have to take that into account. If you're counting on the net gain off of one or two trucks while another truck is going in the hole, you may not get that net gain that week, because it's gonna have to go pay for what the other truck couldn't do. It's not easy, you guys. It's not easy. It takes some balls, it takes some patience, it takes some high energy ambition and optimism and grit. That's what I'm learning. But I'm still going full speed ahead. Even though now we've got, a baby on the way. Full steam ahead. Full steam ahead. I'll train next year. Still going to be buying a truck every year. Not deviating from that plan. But I just want to make sure I know all these things as fast as I can learn them. Make sure that I can plan for them, and I want to share all of it with you guys as well. So anyway, Million Mile Man said that I could share this tip. I asked him, I said, hey, I don't want to step on your toes. I appreciate you telling me this, but I'm going to make a video about it. Is that okay? And he said, no, this one's yours. Have at it. So I appreciate the tip, Million Mile Man, very much so. And you guys should go check out his channel. The link is in the description below. All right, I'm out. Talk to you guys later. Be safe, make good decisions, and as always, drive to thrive.